making his second start of the season. First time out, went 4 innings against California and gave up 3 earned runs. Overall this season, 0-1 to start, and he makes his 6th appearance of the season. So ball in the right-handed batter's box, and the first pitch of the 19 starts has 4 homers, 11 total extra base hits as he chops this one right back to the pitcher, and there are quickly 2 away. So a couple of outs to begin the ball game.
Third, number 32, center fielder Jackson Wallace.
As the first pitch of this one was 5:01, 53 degrees, just foul. Well, as we mentioned off the top, this is a Nevada lineup that is lethal at the plate. And really the only thing that, well, the only team I should say that has not allowed them to stand out during non-conference play has been New Mexico, who has been just an absolute blast tight. All of them into the stretch for the first time here tonight. Infield pulled left as this ball is chopped foul. Kai Cunningham deep in the hole at shortstop, and Ferragero far behind the bag and towards the line. Comeuppance at home plate. He has been very nice, more so with the bat so far this season, a .328 average. But today he will step to the mound and try and do battle with this Santa Clara order. First beginning with Max Ross. So far 186 in his second year. He's going to be awarded second base. And a 2-bag error there from the Nevada second baseman. Well, this was a note kind of left in after their series last weekend against USF. Nevada ended up taking 2 games of 3 from the Dons. 2. Here's the pitch, and it's hit hard to the right side. This is going to move the runner over. And kept UNR scoreless in the first inning. Billy Ham has been a very difficult out the entire season and remains one as this one is shot back up the box and into center field for a hit. Ham's going to round first and put the brakes on. Nice play there from left, and young Goldberg to cut it off. So Alleman, who came in last year as a true freshman, again from Oregon, and fires a strike. Highly touted out of the Portland area and played for one of the powerhouses in Jesuit. But last year only had an opportunity to make 1 appearance. It was actually on opening day at Arizona. And it's a home run. Here's the pitch, and he'll take a strike. Snakenborg out of San Marcos, California, going to have to be the strength this year. Again, this is not a Santa Clara team like the one a couple of years ago who ended up making a run to the NCAA regionals, or even the one last year that went 26-26, 3 consecutive seasons with a 500 or better record. But this year it's going to be up to the 50 hack, 0-1. Ball grounded out on the first pitch of the ball game in the top of the first inning. Takes a breaking ball low and away here. Just 277 at the plate, but again, he does all of his damage. But Ross, after singling and then advancing to second on a throwing error, got to third on a ground out, and then Garcia hit a sac fly down the line, but the left fielder Holder carried it into the bullpen, which at Stephen Schott Stadium is out of territory. And so that allowed Ross to Stephen Schott Stadium on ESPN+. The Longhorns, then ranked number 12. And we're in the Friday night game. Brought the tying run to the plate in the 9th inning, but unfortunately could not scrape it across as Tyler Alleman begins the top of the 3rd with a strike. Holder inside, ball 1. 3 infielders to the left of second. And you can see Garcia, number 20, on the edge of your screen. There's a front door breaking ball for a strike, and it's all even. Holder flew out to center field. The right-handed bat of Jacob Doyle takes a strike. Santa Clara, in their 3 losses to Texas, gave up 26 free passes. This one is hit right off the edge of the Nevada dugout. 11 of the free passes. Throw to first. As we mentioned, the precipitation is going to be present pretty much for the majority of this game, but light rain for the most part. It was a bit moderate during the last inning and continues to soften as there's a strike to Cunningham. Kai is still looking for his first hit this season. Max Ross.
Top of the order, right fielder, Max.
Has remained local through his first 3 seasons in college. First one at Santa Clara. Spent the first 2 at Kenyatta and is not shy. Metro brought in the second run of the second inning. A little tapper to the Ferragiro at third base that allowed Doyle to come in and score. Now he shows bunt and pulls it back as he takes a ball. In terms of single season rankings for Nevada, hit .310 with 67 hits, 55 RBIs. And maybe the most important number, 121 total bases. Here's the pitch. Hits this one well towards right center field. Raymond is over towards the alley, and he'll make the catch on the run. A nice play by Raymond. Earlier I categorized it as a sac fly. It is not, because the run scored on an error. There's a strike. So Garcia behind. Quickly 0-2. Hitting .291 this season, a team best. Before dominating the Sunday affair in the rubber match against USF. Kind of staying out here on the West Coast. And there is a check swing that is ruled a strike as Greg Charles punches out Dylan Joyce, and it's a 1-2-3 frame for Jace Doby. So 1-2-3 is being traded both ways. Choice. And now 0-1 is the count on Taylor Holder, who took the starting pitcher Tyler Alleman deep his last time up. Was a 2-run homer. Nonetheless, a no-doubt blast out to left field. Man, 4 of his 5 walks were in his last appearance. Prior to that, he'd been very good around the zone. Here's Doyle, 1 for 2. And there's a front door breaking ball for a strike. Pitched well in his opening outing of the season against Northridge, an inning and a third of scoreless baseball. 5 into the night, so you don't have a great grip on the ball. Just get it out quickly and use the turf to kind of skip it up on an easy hop to your first baseman. Young Goldberg now. Rips this one into right field, and that's going to hook down the line. Cutting it off is Doyle as young foul territory for Yamaguchi. Has it, 2 outs. So with young Goldberg standing on second base, it's going to be up to Kai Cunningham to try single against St. Mary's the day before he was named WCC Freshman of the Week. So he's had a flair for the dramatic. Not a clutch at bat here by any means, but would love to bring that run in with 2 outs, and instead he'll take his base. So a good eye there by Cunningham. And there's 2 runners on with 2 outs now. And Karsten with his first hit as well. He just shoots it right back up the middle. And a 2-out RBI for the sophomore. That's got to feel good. Santa Clara hoping that it does not extinguish their bats here in the inning. The pitch from Doby is hit hard and gobbled up at first base by Radfield. Nice play on a ball that was stung, which brings the inning to a close. But not before a couple of firsts. The first base hit in the Santa Clara career by young Goldberg. And Santa Clara got 1 unearned run in the first before. Both of his hits have been for extra bases prior to today. Redshirted last year. 2 sports standout at San Marcos High School. baseball and football. An year where he threw 33 2/3 innings. Gave up 22 earned runs. Also struck out 22. Count is even.
Top of the order, shortstop Michael Ball.
So Metro stands out first. And here's Ball. Ball has been quiet so far this evening, 0 for 3. Takes up. So Yamaguchi, who's had a nice evening so far. But Nevada once again doing the bulk of its damage with the home run as Yamaguchi swings and misses. A 2-run homer by Holder in the 3rd inning, and then the 3-run blast by Ball now in the 6th. There. It's got some velocity to begin. The command is going to be the question. And there's going to be some opportunities. Lefties are at a premium. This one is hit straight back and out of play. This Waller goes all the way down. Hitter as he cuts and fouls it back. 0-2. Well, Doby has allowed just 1 earned run. The other one came back in the 1st, unearned. It was on a double by Young Goldberg, and then a 2-out single by Karsten. Very aggressive on first pitches, I'd say through the first 3 innings. And that is a pitch at the knees, called strike 3. So where Doby, it took him a while to start collecting the Ks. He's now got 3 in his last 2 innings. And there's 2 away. And the Broncos have a 2-out, 2-bagger. Santa Clara got its last run with 2 outs. We'll see if they can make something happen. He's making his first appearance of the 2025 season. Came in as a dual position player as well as a right-handed arm. 3 balls and a strike now. In the mid and then dislodged by the wall. That was nearly an awesome catch.
Right fielder.
Unfortunately, he's all right. Instead, there's going to be a 1-out double. His Ham is now 2 for 2. And here's Doyle. English brings it back into fair play, and Joyce picks it up and steps on first. I mean, let's take a look at it. I mean, this one was just squirted, and look, whenever the ball is hit off the end of the bat, you got to be careful. You never know which way it's going to. 7 ERA, 9 runs allowed, 7 runs allowed in 9 innings. 8 strikeouts to 3 walks, and has given up a total of 10 hits, but really all of which were in his first 2 appearances of the year. And he's making his 4th now of the season. Last year, steps in and takes a strike. The sophomore out of Pendleton, Oregon. Last year played in 22 games with 10 starts. And so far this year has seen action in 11 games with 8 starts. 6 or 7 runs, which is not outlandish. In fact, the average ERA last year in the WCC, I think, was above 5. And then you don't want those games to be insurmountable if you're the Santa Clara offense, as Kai Cunningham digs in. Walk high and tight, ball 4. So Metro's going to go to first. And this is going to be, pardon me, Jung-Hyuk Kwon. So it's not Doby. Apologies for that. Yamaguchi sends a chopper back up the box. Stewart's going to go to third base. Ferragiero's going to try and turn two, and he does. The rare 1 opportunities. He's gotten 8 starts. 1-0 pitch, low and away. Unfortunately, hasn't been able to do much with the bat so far. Still adjusting to the collegiate level. 2 hits and 22 at-bats. The difference between a team like Nevada and Santa Clara, the extra base power. Nevada's got 7 runs on 3 homers. As the ruling is confirmed. I think Devine just get the zone. Dylan Joyce on deck. Outfield, couple of steps towards right on Garcia. Chokes up and takes it down. Holder. Jump ship back in the 3rd inning. Hits one hard to the left side. Backhanded the hole by Cunningham, and his throw is not in time. That's going to be an infield single as Holder is aboard. Now, multi-hit game for him. Yeah, I don't know if it's the build along with the position, kind of the long swing. Kind of reminds me of Sean Murphy, Atlanta Braves catcher. But a ball and a strike now with 1 out here. Middle infield still looking for 2. Joyce, even with the bag at first base, evened up at 1-1. Franklin. This one is hit through the left side, and there's a base hit as Hirata's got his first of the season, and it brings in the 13th run for Nevada. It's officially a 10-run ball game here in this. This one is off the hands. Shallow center. Waller coming in, and he goes into a slide, and he can't get to it. Throw to third base is offline. Angles off the face of its final strike. Nevada with 2 runs in the 2nd, a 2-run homer in the 3rd, a 3-run blast in the 6th, a 2-run blast in the 7th, and then 4 more runs poured on in the 9th. Santa Clara with a single run in each of the 1st, 5th, and 8th innings.